Last night, the great state of Texas saw its first showdown of imperialism. Sam Houston State, freshly out of the FCS world and into the anarchy of Imperialism FBS, decided, let's stake our claim early and see and test our mettle. If we cannot do it, then we don't deserve to be here. They did take a 10-point lead against SMU. Their gambit was working at first, and then SMU came back and dominated them, including with the first pick six of this tournament. So now, 129 teams left, and we're going to do one game today just before the NFL season begins, making it abundantly clear who I'm supporting in that game. But let's shuffle this wheel and find out who we're landing on the 6th episode of College Football 25, season-long Imperialism. The next team is Troy. We are going down to Alabama for the first time. Let's take a look at who they can play. I believe they have an ocean border, so they might be a little bit scot-free here. We've got a little bit of a lag here. Uh-oh. Has run out of application. Wow. One moment. Close that. And close that. Running out of application memory is wild. Okay, so we're back. I'm gonna have to cut that out in the stream later. Let's take a look at Troy's territory right here. We're gonna zoom in. They're bordering a bunch of different teams, mostly Florida State in the south. They do not have ocean territory, so they're gonna have to fight Georgia State to the east, Auburn to the north, UAB also to the north. You've got Alabama over to the northwest, one of the leading contenders in this game, and then South Alabama to the southwest. So let's spin that arrow and find out who's going to go first. That's going to be southeast. And if we go from the center of the logo, that's probably Florida State. Now, here's the thing. Oh, I'm going to have to refresh this. Hold on. Yeah, you guys totally missed that because I didn't refresh this logo. Hold on. Oh my god. Just restart the capture. There we go. Okay, so we're zoomed in. Troy is going to be taking on Florida State because the arrow pointed southeast. Let's set that up. Florida State's over here, and then we've got Troy right here. So their uniforms, white and red, looks good. What do we have for Florida State here? They don't necessarily deserve to be in their best look, but it might be a little easier if we can go. Well, it could be cool. Yeah, none of those are good. We're just going to go with their current home look. And let's begin. We are going to Doak Campbell Stadium for the first and possibly only time of Imperialism. I mean, who knows how good Florida State is at this point without Jordan Travis, their superstar quarterback from last year, who went down with one of the most gruesome injuries in college football history, dooming their chances at the college football playoff. And there was a huge controversy because they were undefeated, they were conference champions, but they were left out of the playoff because the committee did not think they were a good enough team. And they made a huge stink about it. They said they were going to leave the ACC because it wasn't enough to get them in. And then they laid an egg against Georgia. They laid another egg against Georgia Tech. And then another egg against Boston College. A truly embarrassing trifecta of games. Even with a superstar transfer quarterback in DJ Uiagalelei, They just haven't been able to put anything together. So now they have Troy, a team that they should beat in every conceivable universe. This should be a win for the Seminoles. Will it, though? That remains to be seen. We're going to set up with some teams here. We got Troy over here. Florida State going to start with the ball. I'm going to have the rosters in one moment. That's going to be, oh my God. It's a sack on 1st and 10 for number 95 of Troy's defense. We'll have that name in a moment. Florida State Seminoles. Here we go. Just double check, make sure Mike is still working. Mike is still working. That's a good sign. DJU in the shotgun. On 2nd and 14, it's just going to be a halfback draw, and that's going to pick up a whole bunch of yards. I believe they have a transfer running back. That's Roydell Williams. Maybe Lawrence Toafili? Nope, that's Lawrence Toafili. Starting running back for the Seminoles. Roydell Williams is the standard running back. This is a T... I don't know what TB means in this context. I just know it as tuberculosis. So it's 3rd and 3. Wiangalele drops back, waits, throws short, and that's going to be caught just barely enough for the first down. Is Ja'Kai Douglas, the redshirt senior. He signals forward on the ground. He's a little tired. Seminole fans happy to get something to go right. 5:47 to play. DJU walks up. Sends the man in motion, takes a snap, fakes the jet sweep. There goes Roydell Williams, the 30, 35-40, 45-50, and he is taken down but breaks a couple tackles and pushes the Seminoles past midfield. Could they make quick work of Troy? I would appreciate that because I want to go get some dinner before the Ravens game tonight. But really, when do I ever get what I want? I was trying to do laundry earlier today and couldn't find anybody to transfer the quarters for it, so I didn't have enough quarters to do the laundry. So now it's going to happen on Saturday. That's a nice pitch and catch there for number 13 on the Seminoles. That is Jalen Lucas, a junior transfer. He's new to the team this year from Indiana. Originally from Houma, Louisiana, and Edna Kerr High School. He gets the Seminoles up to around the 34.5-yard line. DJU in the shotgun. Roydell Williams behind him. He takes the snap, hands it off to Williams. Williams goes to the right, tried to cut it back to the middle, and Troy shut it down emphatically. Luis Medina was the defensive tackle to get the sack on the first play of this drive. He's a redshirt junior. Large, dominant individual, 6'1", 307. DJU rolls out. Is he going to be sacked again? Yes, he is. That's Philip Lee, the redshirt junior, out of Jacksonville, Florida from First Coast High School, making another sack. And the Noles are in trouble. It's 3rd and 17. They're just outside of field goal range. He just beats the offensive lineman. Chases DJU down. He's not all that mobile. So he was in trouble as soon as that play started. 3rd and 17. They got to get something. So they're going to stack the box here, bring up 8. They don't want to have the Noles get a bunch of yardage here, so they might go long. DJU waits. Does he have somebody open downfield? He doesn't because he's sacked for a 3rd time this drive. Philip Lee and I'm not sure who the other guy is. It's number 56. I believe that was Jordan Perry. Oh, Jordan Perry's going to be number 1. No, that is... What is going on? Perry. So it's 4th and 24. A long punt, hopefully, here for the Seminoles. That's going to go out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and Troy will get their first opportunity on offense. I believe it's going to be Goose Crowder at quarterback for the Trojans. You're going to have Gerald Green as the main running back, a redshirt senior transfer. They also have Tucker Kilcrease and Matthew Caldwell. I'm not sure which one's out there. It's going to be Goose Crowder. That's going to be a good first run, but it's blown up by a Florida State defender for a gain of only 3. So it's 2nd and 7. Crowder steps up in the pistol. They're going to hand it off again. Can they make it 3rd and short? No, they cannot. Florida State's defense coming up big there. That's Darrell Jackson Jr., a redshirt junior transfer. He started at Maryland, then he went to Miami. Now he's at Florida State. Just been bouncing around everywhere looking for the best NIL situation. I mean defensive philosophy. Anyways, 3rd and 7. Crowder drops back, gets it away, and that is picked off. It's a good tackle by the receiver to avoid a pick 6, but that is an interception. Fentrell Cypress II, a redshirt senior transfer from Virginia, initially from Rock Hill, South Carolina, jumping the route and intercepting the pass. A disastrous play for Troy. They had made a good defensive stop. Their defense really stepping up and playing in dominant fashion, but their offense cannot reciprocate. So it's 1st and 10 on the cusp of the red zone for the Seminoles. They hand off to Williams, and he is taken down just to gain a 2. Florida State really wants to score on this drive to try and put this thing away as fast as possible and hope that their offense can contribute something to this game. They have a really advantageous position on the board, but they could get attacked a lot more often. DJU waits, finally gets a throw off, and that is caught down to the 1. That is Malik Benson, the newcomer, senior transfer from Alabama, stepping in to try and have something happen for this Florida State team. But it's 1st and goal from the 1. Seminoles on the verge of taking a lead that they may not surrender for the rest of the night. Williams to the right. Is this going to be a quick sweep to the left? That's exactly what it is, and it's a walk-in touchdown, no contact, and the Seminoles take an early lead. Okay, we are back. It's going to be pretty loud here. We've got a whole band rehearsing downstairs for some gig that I'm not going to. All right, 2nd and 9. Goose Crowder going to try and recover from his interception on the last drive. We'll see what he can do here. He's going to drop back. His 2nd throw of the day. This one's going to be completed. That's going to be a 1st down. It's a good run for Damian Taylor, a redshirt junior running back, finding space and getting the Trojans their first down of the day. I mean, they're going to try and show out. I think they're in the Sun Belt Conference, if I'm not mistaken. So it's 1st and 10. Crowder in the pistol. It's another handoff to Taylor. Taylor is taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 3. Not entirely sure who made that tackle. Might be LaWayne McCoy, a freshman. Or maybe they changed the numbers around. Might be Sion Lolohea. We're not sure. 2nd and 13. It's going to be another handoff, and this time they might be able to get something positive. He lost the ball. And it is recovered by Florida State. A huge mistake by the offense. That's another CPU issue I've noticed, is that once the ball goes out, the offensive players don't necessarily know to pick it up unless it just rolls into their possession. Let's take a look at how they reacted here. Marvin Jones Jr. is the one who... Oh, that's not a fumble. That's not a fumble. They're not going to challenge it. He was absolutely down, but they're not going to do anything. DJU gets the snap off. That's going to be a run for Toafili, and Toafili will get all the way up to the 33-yard line. It's 2nd and 2, and the Seminoles can end this game pretty quickly. Back-to-back turnovers for Troy. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to say that that's not how you want to start a game. My goodness, only 20 yards total for Troy. Most of it on that one nice run by Damian Taylor, but they are in trouble here. 2nd and 2 from the 33. Florida State with a chance to put this game away. Wiangale hands it off to Roydell Williams, who barrels through for a first down to the 27. So it's 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line for the Seminoles. Wiangale in the shotgun. He's got, I believe that's... Who is that? It's going to be Williams. They fake it to him. DJU takes it the other way, and once again, he's hit hard. His wear and tear has to be a little bit high for now. It's Lafayette in the tackle. Devin Lafayette, the spear player. It's not looking great. I mean, just consistently, they're shooting themselves in the foot with plays that are not well designed that Troy's gobbling up easily. They've got 8 men in the box here. It's going to be a run. It's Toafili who can't get to the first down. He does gain a couple yards. It's going to be a very close 3rd and 2. If they're able to get this, they can continue this drive and try and get up by 14. If not, then it's a field goal. We won't necessarily go to Super Sim yet, but honestly, we might if Troy is stopped again, and God forbid if they have another turnover for a 3rd straight drive. DJU hands it off. Roydell Williams will not get the first down, and this is going to be a field goal attempt. A great play by Troy's defense, including by Daryl Jackson Jr., making another impact play. Yeah, it was mostly Jackson. It was number 7, Marvin Jones Jr. stepping in to finish the play off. So it's 4th and 3. Snap, hold, kick is good, and it's 10-0 Florida State. Not the way you want to finish that drive. I mean, obviously, with an overall difference that's this stark and this massive for a game like this, you would want to have a more proficient run game. I mean, they've had a couple of nice runs for Roydell Williams and Lawrence Toafili, but it has not been what they've needed. Because in these red zone chances, Troy has stepped up and gotten the stops they need to keep it kind of close. That being said, if they don't score here, we're going to go to Super Sim and just finish this one out. There goes the kick. Let's see if they can get something out of this. Nope. Very much not so. That's number 18 for Florida State. That is Cam Riley, the middle linebacker. Goose Crowder out there one more time. They've already turned the ball over twice in this game. Will they make it 3 or will they try and score? It's Damian Taylor, the redshirt junior running back. He's not able to get much. It's 2nd and 8. Troy with a high-stakes play right here. Crowder hands it off to Taylor, and that's going to go up to 3rd and 2. This is the most consequential play of the game. Third and 2. Crowder in the pistol. They're going to run it again here. They're going to try and establish physical dominance, and they do. Damian Taylor all the way up to the 33-yard line. It's going to be first down for Troy. They stay alive just barely. it's 1st and 10. They're going to try and go no huddle here. Here's Goose Crowder. Going to change the play up. Sends the tight end in motion. Crowder takes the snap. Under a huge amount of pressure. It's a 0 blitz, and that's a great catch by the tight end. Don't really know. That might have been Brody Dalton, a redshirt junior transfer right there. Just stepping in, realizing the quarterback was in trouble. Make yourself available. Get your hands out in front where the quarterback can make an easy throw without having to think about it much. It's a good play. They go no huddle again, but of course affected by the weird clock glitches here. Crowder in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off. Absolutely nothing. Darrell Jackson Jr. again. And I probably read the wrong name earlier. There was a Troy defender with number 6 that made a good play. That was Terry Thomas, not Darrell Jackson Jr. He does not play for both teams. No huddle again for Troy. They are in deep trouble here on 3rd and 10. They get everybody set. Number 7 wide receiver goes down to the bottom of your screen. Here is Crowder dropping back. They're going to try a screen on 3rd and 10. Is it going to work? No. Another good tackle for Florida State. That's DJ Lundy. Ending this drive. And if they punt, we're going to call it there and see if we can get out of here with the shortest episode of Imperialism so far. Here's the punter for Troy. Sends it away. And he's going to be taken down there. Let's see if... Go Super 7 from here. There we go. I'm just going to send him to the end of the quarter, see if anything changes. 17 zip, 24 zip, and we can pretty safely go to the end of the game here. 31-0. Troy finally gets on the scoreboard. 38-3, 38-10. Defense usually lightens up. They get the backups in, and that will end this game. 38-17 is your final. Florida State coming out with a statement and saying, hey, in the real world, we're terrible. But in Imperialism, we at least have some common decency. Roydell Williams, I believe that is the most rushing yards for any player in any game so far. On 16 carries, he had 2 touchdowns. He carried this team to victory here, including getting one of their only touchdowns during the actual gameplay. An easy 1-yard waltz right there. So we'll take a look at the stats. Let's update the map. So we've got this right here. Florida State makes their first move into Alabama. Floribama will happen. We're going to pop this up here. We're going to go over to the drawing tool. That's correct. We're going to go to fill. Grab this, grab this. Pop that. Gonna work? Yes, it is. There we go. Troy logo is gone. Let's get rid of that border. Get that little nip out of there. Pop away that guy. And yeah, we're going to move the Florida State logo into that zone right there. Pop them up there. And increase the size of it because Florida has invaded Alabama. 2 states of total chaos merging into one another as Imperialism continues. So that is the end of College Football Season Long Imperialism Episode 6. Pretty simple one. I'll be back on Saturday. I don't think I'm going to have time to do an episode unless I get back and I have some time. I'll be back on Saturday morning, I believe, to get a game done before we get that awesome matchup between Texas and Michigan. And I might do one more on Saturday night just to fully cap. But that's going to do it here. I'll see you guys next time.